What's up guys, Jay here from the Engineer's Guide. In today's video I'll teach every possible tool in Google SketchUp with tutorials. So without further ado, let's get started. If this is your first time here, I make tutorial videos on AutoCAD, SketchUp, SolidWorks, CATIA, Creo and other software. So if this sounds interesting to you, make sure you hit the subscribe button. So first up, we learn how to navigate effectively in Google SketchUp. There are basically three tools which you can use to manipulate and make your drawing experience more easy. The first one is the orbit tool. You can select the orbit tool from the top ribbon, or you can use the shortcut. Shortcut for orbit is O. What orbit tool will do is it will basically help you to see your model from all 360-degree angles. So just select the orbit command, select the orbit tool from the top ribbon, or use the shortcut O, then press the left mouse button and move your mouse. Left mouse button, move your mouse. Left mouse button, take your mouse up to go up. Left mouse button, take your mouse down to go down. Make sure you keep the left mouse button pressed at all times and then move the mouse. Or if you don't want to use the command and do it in a quicker way, you can always use a scroll wheel. Just keep the scroll wheel pressed and you can see that the command is activated automatically, then move your mouse. Keep your scroll wheel pressed and move your mouse. Keep your scroll wheel pressed, move your mouse, maybe up, down, left, right, anyway. So you're getting the picture, right? The second command is the zoom command. The zoom command is in the top ribbon itself. It is denoted by a magnifying glass, as you can read. Zoom. Just left click to select it and left click on the mouse button and take your mouse upward to zoom in. Left click on your mouse and make sure you keep the left mouse button pressed and then come down, zoom out. Left click on the mouse, keep the mouse button pressed and go up to zoom in. Left click on the mouse, keep the mouse button pressed, come down to zoom out. The shortcut for this is, again, you can use the scroll wheel. Just scroll in the upward direction to zoom in, scroll in the downward direction to zoom out. Again, scroll in the upward direction to zoom in, scroll in the downward direction to zoom out. It is this easy. The third command is the pan tool. Pan tool basically helps you to move your object in a parallel space. Just select the pan command. It is denoted by the hand tool, and then left click, hold the left mouse button and move. On the left side, hold left mouse button and go up. Hold left mouse button, come down, go left, go right. You're getting the picture, right? One more bonus command I'll say is to incorporate using the zoom extend feature. What zoom extends does is, let's say that you are very much zoomed in into a model and doing some detailed designing work, or your model is very big. You're making an entire city in Google SketchUp and you are working on one particular building and you want to zoom out and see your model from the top. What you can do is just click on zoom extends. What zoom extend will do is it will basically show you your entire workspace, all the things you have made. Let's say I'm making a circle over here, but this time I'm doing work over here. I can click on zoom extend, and what will zoom extend do is it will show me both the models. Basically it shows all the models or all the drawings which you've made in the workspace. So it's a pretty cool feature. Let me delete this. Again, there are some useful features in the camera tool which you can use. Let's say you want to see the top view of this particular drawing. You want to go in camera, standard views, and select top. It will show you the top view. Let's say you want to select the front view, go in camera, standard views, front. It will show you the front view. Similarly, you can go and manipulate all the views. Again, let's say that you want to do some work on this surface and you want this surface to be parallel to drawing screen. So just left click on the surface, then right click, and select the align view. What align view will do is it will just make this surface parallel to the screen so you can draw easily. Again, let's say I want to make a drawing on this surface. Just left click to select the surface, right click and click on align view, and the view would be aligned. So that's it about the navigation tool, guys. I think this much features is more than enough. Let's jump into the line tool. Let me just left click, select on it, right click and click on align view, and I'll use the line tool. The line tool is in the top ribbon. It's the third command, or you can use the shortcut for line is L. Then just left click to start on the point, and then left click on the point from where you want to start making your line. Let's say if I want to start making a line from here, so left click over there and take the mouse up if you want to draw a line in the up direction, left, right, anywhere. If you see that if I take my mouse in the upward direction, it is shown a green line. What this indicates is that this line is parallel to the green axis. If I go in the leftward direction, color of the line becomes black. Again, if I come in the horizontal direction, it becomes red, which shows that it is parallel to this red axis. And the third axis is the blue axis, which is in the upward direction. So if I take my move upward, mouse in the upward direction and keep it perpendicular to the drawing surface, then automatically the line color will become blue, which indicates it is parallel to this line or this axis. So just left click to select the point from where you want to select start making line, and then just again click and then just start drawing lines. It is that easy. Let's say this is basically making some random lines, but let's say you want to make a line of 10 mm height or 10 mm length or 10 meter length, 10 feet length, 10 centimeter length. How you can do that? So it is pretty easy. Let me come out of the command by pressing the spacebar. Again, right click, align view, and let me zoom in over here. What I'll do is I'll make a line with different dimensions, so you'll come to know, so you can see the difference. Let me select the line command, shortcut is L, then just select starting point and let me make a line which is 10 feet in height. 10 for feet, you've got to use the single apostrophe, then press enter. So this is now a line of 10 feet height. Press escape to come out. Again, select the starting point. I'll try to select the same starting point. This time let me make a line of 10 inches. For inches, you've got to use double apostrophe, that is hold the shift key plus the key where single apostrophe is there, press enter. So this is 10 inches and this is 10 feet. Now let's make a line that is of 10 meters in length. Select the first point, then put 10. For meters, type M followed by a space bar, or for meter, type M, then press enter. This is a line which is 10 meters in length. Now let's say I want to make a line that is of 10 mm in height. 10 mm is very small, so what I'll do is I'll try to make a line of let's say 1000 mm, 1000, then followed by mm. For mm, type mm, 2 times m basically, press enter. This is a line of 10 mm in length. So you guys can see that just type the number or the numerical value and then the unit. For meters it is m, centimeters it's cm, millimeters it is mm, feet it is single apostrophe, for inches it is double apostrophe. So it is easy, it's not that difficult. So this is about a line tool. Let me jump into the rectangle tool. It's in the top ribbon, it is in the circles, in the shapes, it is in the shapes command. Just left click on this arrow and you can select the rectangle, or the shortcut is R. So basically two options are available in the rectangle. One is the corner rectangle and the second one is the center rectangle. What I mean by that is, let's say I want to make a rectangle whose one of the edges, whose one of the vertices is this point. So just left click to select that point and then give the X coordinate and the Y coordinate. In the bottom right corner you can see the dimensions. This is where we can specify the dimension. So I'll just pull the rectangle upward and then just give dimension. Let's make a rectangle whose length is 20 feet and breadth is 50 feet. So basically you can see this is a 20 and this is 50 rectangle. Now let me again select the rectangle, but this time I'll make center rectangle. To activate center rectangle, you got to press the control key. So control key activates the center rectangle. Just select the point which will be the center of your rectangle. Let's say I want my center of rectangle to be this size. Left click on that and then just come out. Again you can specify the length and the breadth in over here. Just enter the numbers and press enter, and the rectangle will be made of that dimension. So that's it about the rectangle. Let's jump into the circle tool. Circle is again inside the shapes only. You can select it from the shape or use a shortcut. Shortcut for circle is C. And then what you've got to do is you've got to specify the center first, and then come out and specify the radius. Let's say I want the radius to be of 10 feet. So 10 single apostrophe, press enter. So this is basically a circle which is of 10 feet. So that's it about the circle, guys. I don't think there's anything you need to know. There's much you need to know. Let's jump into the polygon tool. Polygon tool is an interesting one. Let me select list, say Control A, and then press the delete key to remove all these things. What I'll do is let me make a circle first. Command is C, and the radius of the circle will be 10 feet. Press enter. Let me zoom in. Now what I want to make a polygon. The definition of a polygon is an n-sided object where n takes a value more than 4. If the number of sides are more than 4, then it's a polygon. Let's say we previously made it a 4-sided rectangle. Now let us make a 5-sided polygon, or in mathematical terms it's called pentagon. Just to select the circle command and then hit the control minus sign, and you can see that the sides, number of sides 37, 36, it is coming down. For polygon, for the pentagon, we know the number of sides is 5, so we have to bring that 5, and now you can see, and then just leave it at 5, then select the center and just specify radius for the polygon. Let's say we want to make an hexagon which is of having 6 sides. I can select the center, control, then plus to increase the number of sides. Now it becomes 6. Let's say we want to make an heptagon which is of 7 sides. Again press the plus key, it will make a 7-sided heptagon, and then just specify the radius. So you can make a 3-sided rectangle, so you can make a 3-sided triangle, a rectangle, pentagon, hexagon, septagon, a circle. Basically you can make any shape using the tools available in the toolbar. The next command is the arc tool. Just select the arc from the top bin, specify the first point where you want to make the arc, the second point, and then specify arc bulge. Bulge is basically, you can consider it as a radius only. Let's say we want the bulge to be 30 feet, the center. So you're having an arc. Let me just select all this thing, press the delete key to remove it. So far we've covered the navigation tab and the drawing tab. Let me make a rectangle first. And this is a rectangle, and what I want is this rectangle to be extruded or to a height of 10 feet. I can do that by using the Pushpul command. Left click to select the Pushpul command, or shortcut is P. Check the description. In the description I have written the shortcuts. In the description I have mentioned each and every shortcuts in SketchUp, so please check it out. Left click on the surface which you want to pull, and then just pull up. In the bottom right corner you can see the distance. There you can specify the distance. Let's say we want to be 100 feet, so type 100, press feet, press enter. So now this rectangle has been pulled to a height of 100 feet. There are many cool features in the push-pull command. Let us again make a rectangle. Now what I want is, this time I will just pull it to a height of 100 feet, but I don't want to enter the 100 feet value. What I can do is I know that this rectangle is of 100 feet, so I just point anywhere in this rectangle, and automatically the selected rectangle will come to that height. So as you can see, now the rectangles are of the same height. So if you're having many rectangles, and so if you're having many objects which you want to extrude, and know that the height of each and every object is same, you can just extrude one object and then use this technique to make the other ones quickly. The next command is the move command. Let's say I want to move this cuboid shape to a certain distance. So just select the entire cuboid, use the move command. It is it's in the top ribbon next to the offset command, or you can use the shortcut. Shortcut is M. Then you've got to specify pickup point, or the point from where you want to move. Let us say we want to move from this point, and then just move in the direction. Let's say you want to move it in the direction parallel to the red axis, so make sure you are parallel to the red axis, then specify the distance. In the upward direction, then take it upward. Anywhere you can move it in the workspace. Let's say I want to move it in this direction parallel to the red axis by a distance of 100 feet. 100, then press feet, enter. So now it has moved to a height of 100 to a distance of 100 feet. After move command, let us go and learn the copy tool. Copy tool is similar to the move tool. What copy tool does is it helps you to make a copy of the object which is moving. Let's say I want to move this cuboid again. I'll select the entire tool. To activate a copy, you can see in the top ribbon there is no copy command. To activate the copy, you have to first activate the move command, type M, and then press the control key. And now the copy command is activated. Now what we've got to do is just select the base point, and then as you can see that the copy has been made of the original object. Then specify the entire last distance. Let's say 100 feet, 100, then press feet, single apostrophe for feet, and then press enter. And as you can see that the object has been moved by 100 feet, and the original object is also there. So a single object is now converted into two objects. So basically a copy is being made. And I think we should learn the pattern tool. Let me just increase the length of this. Now what I'll do is I want to make a pattern. Entire this cuboid, I want to make a pattern so that this entire cuboid can be transformed into a staircase. So getting the picture right, this is the place where you keep the. So what I do is I'll select the entire thing, activate the pattern command, or just select then activate the pattern command. Pattern command is not in the top ribbon. Again, you've got to go select the first. You've got to first activate the move command by pressing M. Then use the control key to activate the copy command, and then use the pattern. Just left click on the point from where you want to move. In our case, we want to move from this point, and then the final point is this, so the stair can be completed. And then what you've got to do is, let's say you want to follow this pattern 10 times. So type the X key and then press 10, 1, 0, and then press enter. So now the entire rectangle or cuboid is being copied 10 times, as you can see from here. Let's say I want to copy 100 times. Again, press the X, 100, press enter. So now it's copied 100 times, you can see. Let me just select the entire thing and delete it. Control. Now what I'll do is I'll use the pattern tool in a different way. What I mean by that is, again, let me select the entire command. You have to activate the pattern, first you have to activate the move command. Shortcut is M, followed by control, and then select the start point. Then what I do is I want to make this rectangle. This is the first rectangle, and this is the somewhere around 800 feet. From there I want to make the last rectangle 800 feet, and in the middle I want 7 rectangles which are at equidistance from each other. I can accomplish that by using the pattern command. I have to then don't press any key, just press the divide key in your keyboard and then press the number of objects which you want to make. In our case it is 7, so type 7, press enter. Now you can see that 7, from this point to this point there are 7 equidistant places have been made. So this is one way of using this is the other way of using the pattern command. I would highly recommend you guys using the pattern move copy again and again, so you guys can get well versed with it and use it to your advantage. This will definitely help you to increase your drawing speed and decrease the drawing time. The next command is the rotate tool. Let me just select all this thing, delete it. What I want is this. I want this entire rectangle to be rotated in this direction, that is the outward direction, in the upward direction by 30 degrees. I can do that by selecting your entire command. I can do that by using the rotate command. Select the entire object, activate the rotate command. It is in the top ribbon next to the move command, or you can use the shortcut. Shortcut is Q. Then you got to select the point about which the object will be rotated. In case it is this point, so just select that point, and then since you want to rotate in this about direction, the second point will be this line, and then just specify the angle. The two ways specifying the angle. One is the usual way, just type 330 and press enter. The angle will be given. The second one is use the marking which is given in this protractor. If you have closed into the protractor, the mark is at every 50 degrees. So this is 15, this is 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. You get the picture, right? So since we want the angle will be 30 degree, this is the second marking. Go to the second marking and press the left click, and we are done. So this is how you can use a rotate tool. If you want a detailed explanation on all these tools, I have made separate videos on each and every tool. I'll link them in the description, and also join a card. Make sure you check them out. The next command is the tape measure tool. You can select from the top ribbon. The shortcut for that is T. The tape measure tool is a great way to help you figure out. It's a great tool which you guys should use while making the drawing. It is very useful in making the construction lines and all those things. Let's say I want to locate the center of this rectangle. What I can use the tape measure tool. Shortcut is C. Then just select this line and come over here, and then bring your mouse in the downward direction. Make sure the tape measure touches this line or this edge of the rectangle, and then come down. There will be a point where then you will find a point which is blue color. Blue color indicates that this is the midpoint of this segment. So just left click, and you've got the midpoint of this particular line. And again, do the same thing to obtain the midpoint of this line, and you got yourself a center, and you have figured out the center of this triangle. Is that easy? So tape measure tool is very useful. You can always write these lines. Let's say you want to make a picture. Let's say you want to take a picture of this drawing. This is a simple rectangle. You have made some maybe a building or a bungalow, anything for that matter, and you want to take a picture of that. You want to get rid of this construction lines or tape measure lines. One of the simplest way to do that is to go in the edit, go in the view and just untick this guides, and the guide will be automatically gone. So the guide there to guide you, as the name say, to help you ease out the drawing process. The next command is scale tool. Let me Control A to select the entire object, and now I want to scale this entire object. Just go and select the scale command from the top ribbon, and then just select one of this rectangular grid, and you can scale it. You can enter the scaling factor. Let's say I want to increase the entire size by 2 times, press tab 2, then type enter, will increase by 2 times. Again the scale tool, let's say I want to increase the height by 2 times, then you have to select this rectangle top surface, you want to increase the height in this direction, so select this one in this direction, then select this one in the bottom, then select this one. You're getting the picture, right? So that's about the scale tool. Then we'll learn about the Followme tool. It's the tool section, and just below the Pushpul tool is the Followme tool. So what Followme tool does is, let's say, let me make a circle first. This surface, this is just the septagon, then just use the arc tool to make an arc. Select this point, then select this point, and this is the arc. Now what I want is, I want this entire surface or septagon to follow this path. So you can use the Followme tool. First select the path, in the tools, select the Followme tool, and then select the object which you want to follow the path. In our case it is surface, just click on it. You can see that the entire objects follow the path. So this is again a good feature which you should use. Just make the every object which you're seeing around, use all the tools to make the objects, and you're good to go. After the Followme tool, we learn how to add text to your AutoCAD. Let's say you want to write text in the AutoCAD. The shortcut for adding text is you can do that by going to the tool section and then selecting the 3D text. Then the 3D text window will open. Then you have to just enter the text. Let's say all commands in SketchUp. Then you can specify the height. You can select the font type which you want, the alignment, and type, whether you want regular or you want text to be bold. You can select the height, let's say 100 feet, press enter, then just place it wherever you want it to place. So you can use or incorporate the 3D text. You can always increase the just select the entire text, use the Pushpul command, and just put it. This is how you can incorporate text in your AutoCAD drawing. Let's say I want to give colors to this entire thing. You do that to go into the style tab. Sorry, go to the materials tab, and you can select from a whole bunch of different materials. Let's say I want to select it from glass. And this glass, just left click on the particular object, left click the surface which you want to paint. Now it is this. Since we have selected glass, that's why it has become transparent. Again, let me select carpet. Select this carpet. Select this one. Go ahead, select asphalt and concrete. Select this. So you get the picture. You can use you can give the colors to your entire model this way. Let's say I want to, even though the drawing doesn't look good, let us say that I want to save the drawing. I want to save it in the normal way to save it is Control S, and you can see the entire drawing. But everyone doesn't have a SketchUp, so every time you cannot share a SketchUp model, so you will need to make a video of your sketch model, or you want to see the sketch model in PDF format, the top view or 3D slice view, or in a PNG format, so that everyone can see it. So we do it, go on the files, export, then 2D graphic. So this video is basically cache the entire drawing area and just plot it. Let us see the desktop so I can show you guys how this works. Export, and then let me open it again. JPEG file is saved. So you can see that the drawing area is being saved. So if you want to make a different view, you can always erase the view and then save the drawing. So this is how you can save a picture and share the picture with colleagues or people who don't use AutoCAD, so that you can always show them the progress of your work. So I don't want to make this video very long, so I leave the part where I teach you to make a video. I'll make a separate video on how to make video animation from your SketchUp. So that's it for you guys. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos.